Cronos, or the former Crypto.com coin, is not a stock, it's a cryptocurrency, unlike, for example, Coin over here by Coinbase. They do have some similarities. For example, they have a cool ticker like CRO, and also they can be traded on an exchange, but there really it all stops. For example, we cannot look at the sales per share for the CRO token. And moreover, you're not buying a piece of the Crypto.com company when you're buying CRO. But still, there is this high correlation between the success of the Crypto.com company and the CRO price. But how does that really work? Well guys, I would say let's strap in and let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one and only Coin Baron. And recently on my X timeline, I've been seeing more messages like one of these over here. Hi Chris, please implement a quarterly buyback and burn with the Crypto.com profits. And I talked in length about why a buyback and burn program is probably not going to be beneficial for the CRO price in the long term. But I don't really think that came to the bottom of the issue. For stocks, the utility is very clear. Make your shareholders happy. And that can be by giving out dividends or by increasing the stock price. However, for cryptocurrency, the utility is basically a blank canvas. Meme coins don't really have a utility. But for Cronos specifically, they chose a bit of a different route. On the screen, you can find the original Crypto.com white paper from 2020, and it's no longer available in the official resources by Crypto.com, but of course the internet never really forgets. On that white paper though, we can find some interesting token utilities. What can you really do with the CRO token? And they had originally planned a lot of cool things like, hey, over here we got the Visa card, you might know that one. You see Crypto.com Pay from the central exchange. You do see the DeFi wallet. You do see the app. And of course, you do see the exchange. And they even talk about the syndicate. And guys, the syndicate is RIP. In general, though, we can say that their game plan for the CRO token was basically intertwined with the whole Crypto.com ecosystem, including also the decentralized chain. Later that year, though, in December 2020, the landscape completely changed when the SEC filed a lawsuit against Cronos Labs for selling unregistered securities. Since then, it became very clear to the company, Crypto.com, that they needed to actually loosen their ties with their own coin. And the most clear example of that is over here, simply the name of the token. So they rebranded Crypto.com coin to Cronos, not because, of course, that would help their brand recognition, but basically because they want to loosen those ties. Another great example of this is the introduction of Cronos Labs. So Cronos Labs is the entity governing the Cronos chains and also the CRO token. And guys, this is a separate entity than the Crypto.com entity. But of course, again, they are very much intertwined. Also, if you're right now looking for the CRO white paper, online you will only find this one, the Cronos white paper. And this only really relates to the Cronos chain. So really the DeFi side of the CRO token. And I cannot find anything anymore regarding Crypto.com. I can't find anything regarding Visa cards, regarding the app, regarding the exchange. I can only find the on-chain utilities. The main takeaway is that they really tried to remove all the links between Crypto.com, the company, and also the CRO token. And I think it's partly, of course, because of the regulations we talked about, but also partly because they want CRO to grow its own pair of legs. Of course, in the end, exchanges, central exchanges, can only bring you this far. While the whole piece of the pie of decentralized finance, that's of course a lot bigger than just, a place where you can trade your own tokens. That's also the reason, ladies and gentlemen, why I try to make a bit more on-chain content over here. For example, about the launch of ZK EVM. Anyways, I think as a CRO investor, at least you should be aware of the direction where the Cronos Labs team wants to go, because of course you're investing in their utility token. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, I do still think there's a big correlation between the success of Crypto.com, the company, and the CRO token, because of a plethora of reasons. First and foremost, Crypto.com in the end is a storefront. They sell coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also they will have a special place, of course, for their own created token, the CRO token. So if you're using Crypto.com, you will for sure see the CRO token. And as well, they keep offering their products like the Visa cards, like Crypto.com Earn. So I think in the end, they still have a lot of passion about the CRO token. And also don't forget they're one of the biggest holders still of the CRO token. So what they will do with their tokens will affect us indirectly as well. Also, going back to this article by Crypto West, I do think that in the end, Crypto.com is going to buy more tokens from the market, including CRO. And that in the end will get more buy pressure to the CRO token as well. They might not make an official buyback and burn program you might have seen with OKX, but I think that's a good thing because then they will not be in the lines of regulation. And in the end, guys, that's what Crypto.com does so very well. Without that slow and steady approach, they would not have had all those licenses, like for example, this one from the Netherlands financial authorities. So to conclude, if you're buying the CRO token Cronos, you're not buying the Crypto.com stock. Period. You are buying a utility token for the DeFi side of Cronos Labs. And guys, you might get a bit of trickle down effect from the success of the Crypto.com company, with more eyes coming to their platform and more eyes coming to the CRO ecosystem and also the CRO token. And in my humble opinion, that is really all we need. Just a tiny bit more buy pressure, and then we can finally break those important levels for the CRO token, and we can go back to that $1 level. But okay, no financial advice. I do want to recommend you to check out this video though, because over there I do go a bit more in depth about that buyback proposal. So check it out, guys, to learn a bit more about the CRO price.